Welcome along to the SA Sports Show. Well, we've got rid of Phil Smythe for another week and we'll replace that champion with another one in KG.
With a B grader.
I don't know about that, KG. Hey, listen, the second test. The Aussies can't be any worse than what we saw in WA.
No, they can't. That was embarrassing, Poppy, really did. To be beaten the way they were with no Dale staying was just an ordinary performance, but more importantly, let's hope Callum Ferguson gets a gig.
He gets a gig and he makes the most of his opportunity. It's been a long time coming.
He's had 2 knee reconstructions. He's been through hell and back. So really and truly, I'd love to see the kid get an opportunity.
All right, we've got a lot to get through. So why don't we get through it now with Rachel Bugg, who'll be, well, surrounded by a strongman in Jordan Steffens. Jordan Steffens, a strongman with Rachel Bugg.
Welcome back to the SA Sports Show. Today we're here with professional strongman Jordan Steffens. Thank you for coming out today.
No problem.
So tell us, you've got a competition coming up in Russia, I believe. What is that all about?
So yeah, I leave for Moscow next Tuesday. So what it is, it's basically all the best weightlifters in Europe and Russia have been brought together to go head to head in 4 events over 2 days. So it should be a lot of fun. 2 of us from Australia are going over, but it's nerve-wracking, but it should be good fun.
So you said 4 events. So what events do you actually have to compete in over there?
So we've got 4 events over the 2 days. It's the max snatch from hang. It is the max overhead press, the max clean and strict press, and the max snatch from hang. So probably a bit of a variant of what you see at the Olympic Games, but pretty much similar to what you see there.
Okay, and you've been training for this now, this competition coming up. How long have you been training for this for?
For this actual competition, not as long as I would have liked to have. It's only been about 7 to 10 weeks, so not that long, as I've had previous strongman shows for the rest of earlier this year. So this one's sort of been a bit of a late one, but I've put as much effort in as I can over 10 weeks or so.
So professional strongman and weightlifting. So you've obviously done both. How did you get involved in something like this?
I was lucky as a kid to get scouted at the Institute of Sport for weightlifting when I was probably about 16 years old, and from there took up weightlifting, followed that through. Then took on strongman from there when my chiropractor actually put me onto it, funnily enough. And then basically followed from strongman ever since then. So
strongman's obviously something really different, not an Olympic event, but what kind of things do you do in strongman? Like what do you lift, what do you pull? I don't know, tell us.
We do lots of different stuff. So we pull trucks, we flip giant tyres, we lift giant stones. We can do anything that's imaginable. We've carried car engines before. We've carried fridges before. We've just done all kinds of random stuff. That's, I guess, the novelty of strongman is that anything can be done as long as it's heavy.
Wow. So I'd struggle to lift my television. So lifting a fridge, I think, is pushing it for me. But how do you train for something like that? Do you literally lift a fridge, or do you train with weights and then transfer to objects?
Yeah, look, we train basically all year round for strength in the gym, as we do here with the squat racks and bars and everything like that. But also we have all our own equipment too, the big Atlas stones that we lift, the big heavy farmers walks that we've got. But if there is something weird that comes into a comp, we usually have someone that'll build it for us. So if we do have a fridge, we'll actually probably go and try and lift a fridge, weirdly enough. But usually all year round it's mainly in the gym, and trying to deadlift heavy, trying to squat heavy, trying to overhead heavy, just trying to train and just be strong all year round, basically.
So heavy, you say things like fridge, trucks, car engines. How heavy? What is the heaviest anything you've ever lifted?
I've actually, funnily enough, got the Australian record for the heaviest weight ever lifted and carried. So this year at the record breakers here in Adelaide, I carried 610 kilos on my shoulders, 5 metres. That's basically the heaviest weight I've ever lifted, but I've pulled trucks that are somewhere around 27 tonne. So yeah, definitely heavy, and big stones about 200 kilos as well. So.
Oh wow, I'm glad it's you and not me. So leading up to this competition in Russia, what are your expectations? Is there medals? What is it like over there?
This is a very different style of competition. Instead of it being like an amateur weightlifting competition, this is a professional show. So we get paid, as in prize money will come out of this competition mainly. So at the top, you'll obviously have first place, second place, third place, with prize money running down. So that's basically how this one works, is prize money for first, second, third. So.
And how many competitors are there going to be?
They've basically, like I said, they've picked the best guys they could find. So the best Russians, the best Polish guys, the best everyone. So I'm pretty sure there's probably about 10 of us, and there's 2 of us from Australia. So it's a massive, huge fitness expo with the weightlifting a part of it. So basically the best guys in Europe are going to be there. So you're looking at probably some of the top 10 in the world, basically.
That's awesome. And so where are you expecting to rank in there? Are you hoping to get 1, 2, 3?
Look, there's some events I'll do really well, and there's some events I won't. There's just, you know,
You
over
can't be
there.
good at everything.
Exactly right. I'll try, but look, it's just about trying to get consistency across the board. There's probably 2 events I'll be really good at, and there's 2 I might not be so good at. So I'll just do the best I can, take the experience of competing with the best guys in the world, most importantly.
And so after this event, will you be going to do more weightlifting type things, or will you be going into your strongman events again?
Back into strongman as soon as I get back. Australia's Strongest Man is actually the weekend after I get back, and I'm being told that I should do it. So
Yes.
I get off a plane and I could be straight back into Australia's Strongest Man, but I don't think so. I think I'll get ready for the Arnold's next year, the Arnold Classic in Melbourne, which is a big pro show there. I'll get ready for that in, I believe, in March. But I also have a few other little small shows here in South Australia as well. So
That's
always
fun.
something to be done.
Yeah, you sound like a busy man. Do you have a break over Christmas?
No, it's in the gym and eating. That's
Train,
Christmas.
train.
That's it. Christmas and eating.
So you said eating. So do you actually have like diet and you work out what you're eating and when or anything? Or
Just eat all the time.
eat all the time?
I basically what normal people have for dinner, I'll have multiple times a day. So what you have for dinner, a big meal, I'll have that spread out through the day.
So
all of them.
it doesn't matter how much weight you're carrying, it's just about how strong and what you can put out, I
How
guess.
functional that strength is, absolutely.
So what you put in, what you get out.
Exactly. You put good food in, which means you get stronger. Put bad food in, you get weaker. So
Fair enough. And so in the gym training, how many times a week or times a day are you training? Like, is it?
at the moment, I'm sort of, I think twice a week. I'm in twice a day. So Monday I'll do a double day. Wednesday I'll do a double day, and then the other days are basically just single days. So I'm in the gym about 7 days a week, with 2 of them being double days.
No break for you.
No break.
Well, we wish you all the best, Jordan. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks for staying with us on the SA Sports Show. Be back soon right after this break.